The girl was still sound asleep, but her body began to slowly slide down. Right below her was a 10,000-meter drop. Falling from that height would mean certain death. She sensed something was wrong and suddenly jolted awake, but it was already too late. Her body was flipping midair, plummeting into the endless abyss. Suddenly, she shot her hand out and grabbed the rope. Her heart pounded wildly. Only then did she realize she was dangling in the air, her life hanging by a single rope. She tried calling for help, but he curled up in the basket, frouncing in terror. To make things worse, the ice on the rope started melting, and her hands were slipping. She felt herself slowly sliding down. Desperate, she swung her legs wildly, trying to gain some momentum. After struggling, she managed to get closer to the basket. With all her strength, she kicked at the basket, but her body was flung back. Using the momentum, she hooked onto the rope again. Her eyes locked onto the man in the corner. Determined, she pulled herself back. Finally, she flipped into the basket. Breathing heavily, she crawled toward him. She called out to him over and over, but she feared she was too late. The man wasn't moving. Her heart sank as she got closer. There was no heartbeat. Just as she was about to lose hope, the man opened his eyes. It was a miracle. He looked at the girl's injured hands and the now stable hot air balloon. He realized she must have climbed to the top of the balloon to close the valve. Alive and grateful, the two looked at each other and smiled. They started excitedly talking about the future ahead.